there's not a whole lot of places to go. Like most bars in St. John's, for instance, if you want to meet someone that way, aren't accessible. So these social settings, a lot of times are off limits for us.
Dating online, I think if you have a visible disability, can be quite tricky because you may be prey to people who want to exploit or take advantage of you. So it's a very different kind of conundrum, I think, for a person with particularly a visible disability, because you don't get the choice of whether or not to disclose. It's right there.
First when I had my stroke, the gentleman I was with left me because he couldn't handle the situation. He left before the stroke. So I dealt with it after a while. It's a bit difficult first, but I got through it.
There's that intimidation factor. They don't know what to expect. They don't know, and I think most often it's that they don't know how to behave. You know, they think they have to behave differently, and you don't. You behave the same. We're people. That's it. We're just people with, you know, different body shapes or sizes or, you know, that type of thing. And as I got older, I found that I tended to be more pickier anyway. So, you know, I sort of put myself in the position where I was the one making the choices. So it only affected me if I let it affect me.
One of the stories that my partner and I love to tell is I wouldn't have met her had I not gone to a camp for youth with disabilities that a friend of hers was working at. Like it was actually the disability that drew us closer together or put us in each other's path at all. I don't think society in general views persons with disabilities as having sexual feelings. Now, some people don't. Some people in the world at large don't have sexual feelings. And I don't think people realize that it's the same for persons with disabilities. We can have messy breakups, just like able-bodied people can. I think there's a tendency to infantilize the person with a disability, to make them a child always, regardless of what their cognitive capacity may be. And people sort of canonize the other partner if the other partner is not disabled. They're like, oh, well, it's so great that you stay with this person. I know in my relationship, I'm just part of the equation. And yes, my partner does some caregiving tasks for me, but I do some for her as well. And that really shocks people, both that I have a partner at all or that my partner is not disabled.